news. My name's Mike B, aka Phony. Today's date is February 3rd, 2023. I am joined here by my lovely chat. Thank you so much. Break the table next. It's nice and solid. I know every time I hit it, I feel like something's going to collapse one day. I'm just going to, let's do some news. And that's how it's going to open. Just trash me. Jeez. So, little follow up on last episode. We talked some about Netflix imposing a 30-day lockout if you were to use or share an account with somebody who is not part of your home-based Wi-Fi network, something like that. Actually, it is like that. It's not something like that. It was basically like that. They have since said, "Sike." They said, no, actually, that wasn't necessarily meant for the US. That was meant for other countries. But they did announce a new way of doing. They changed their help section to change the way that they are going to be imposing some kind of security 30-day lockout thing. But JK. That's the first thing I thought too, Raw. I was like, is this just the way that we're doing things now? You know, like, let's just put something out, feel out the crowd, and then we'll make adjustments. You know, like Elon does the same shit too. You know, he'll announce something and then backlash, and it'll be like, okay, we're not going to do that. We're going to roll it back. We'll set up. We'll make a poll next time. Soft launch. Yeah, it's been a thing for a long time, for sure. But I feel like lately it's been like real blatant, like in the digital space. You know, like just put it out there, get some feels, and then we'll see what happens. But since I already canceled her premium and that she was sharing with me and the parents, well, it's definitely like an inevitability. They said, here's the screenshot changes. I actually have the help section up. Here's what the original help section. Okay, grab that again. Here is what the original help section said. You announce like the worst version of a thing and then pull back for the version you actually want to release. Yeah, our memories are very short term. Yeah, just Elon actually does it for 2 days before reverting the change. Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's a little blurry. Oh, actually, it's a picture, so it's pretty fine. Surprise! Thank you so much. You rage for a moment, then it's all good after a couple weeks, months. Yeah, pretty much. So this was the original deleted help section. It says unblock a device. It says when someone signs your account from a device not part of your primary location, that device may be blocked from watching Netflix. Then you get a code, right? That's the way it was. The way it changed, the way it is now, I guess, after the change, but after the new change, right? They changed it, we got mad, and then the new change came down. This is where now they're talking about, I see you never tried a different location, I was a verified device. This basically reverts back to the Netflix sends a link to the email address or phone number associated with the primary account holder. The link opens a page with a 4-digit verification code. This is exactly what we said before. It's like, they'll probably just make it a simple system that you could easily circumvent, but we know what their intentions were. We know what they really want to do. They want to try to cut us out from sharing our passwords and all that stuff, despite historical evidence saying that you should share a password. These changes make them lose more money, at least from us from the US than they would gain. Yeah, seriously. I don't know what they would really gain from doing this and walking it back. Like, announcing it and then walking it back has to be a loss, right? That has to be a loss, because people who in any other situation would just like let their subscription continue to run now see a reason to cancel it. Nobody's gonna flock to Netflix because they're blocking the passwords, the sharing system, right? No one's going to be like, oh, now is the time to get Netflix. Boy, no one's going to do that, you know? That tweet is still live. Oh, yeah, it's still up. But I'm going to put my mark on it. There you go. Just so you can see it's real. So they hope Grandma will not get her own. Will now get her own. Yeah, Grandma, get your own Netflix account. That's the first thing I was thinking too. I got a notification that my mother-in-law signed in to the Netflix account, and she uses it regularly, and it's like, well, great. Now do I just pay for her Netflix account? But now I can we could rest for at least however long before they decide to change their mind. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll just put, I don't know, how do we put Creative Commons into this? Just put password sharing into Creative Commons. There we go. That'll do it. Take the OGL route. 1 year. You give it a year, Gary? Am I gonna need to start renting movies from the local library? I forget you can still do that. Yeah, you can still do that. There's also Redbox too. Redbox is still a thing, isn't it? Is Redbox still a thing? Say Redbox is still a thing. Still a thing? Question mark. I like just asking questions. Wall Street darling once again. Oh yeah, it is. How Redbox became a Wall Street darling once again. This was June 23rd, 2022. Hell yeah! Netflix. Get out of here. Netflix, get out of here. Moving on. I said I used my parents' Netflix for a while via the account sharing. However, my dad canceled it a year ago. Yeah, see? There's some folks who's like, why even bother? I was doing the comments on the YouTube video of the news last, and there's some folks in there that said the same thing. It's like, I never use it, but my wife in some other country uses it. I'm just going to cancel this shit because it's cheaper there. It's like $3, I guess, where his wife lives, and he travels all the time. So he's like, fuck that. I'm going to cancel my $17 one, and she'll just pay for the $3 one if she wants to get it. It's like, that makes perfect sense. And now that you lose a net of like $14 because of this, like, I don't know, market test of their new terms. You cancel mine in December. You can't do this in December 2021. I just, I keep going back for shows. I feel like after I watch a handful of shows, that I'll feel comfortable dropping the service. I'm actively trying to like think of the shows in real time here, but there are a couple of shows. Copenhagen Cowboy. That's a show that I want to watch before it disappears, and after that I can delete it. No problem. Just one show. But then again, everybody else uses it, so I guess we're back to the old way of watching American shows. What is that? I'm genuinely curious. What's the old way of watching American shows? Oh, well, wait. Or is it like that? Like that kind of thing? The 7 Cs. Okay. I'm just curious. I don't know, man. I thought it was like, I don't know, BBC US or something. Oh, that's not quite. Never mind. Sorry, that's not everybody over there. My bad. Yes, it's that. Okay. All right, moving on. Speaking of Twitter, starting February 9th, we no longer give free access to Twitter API, both version 2 and 1.1. This also feels like an OGL thing. So I don't even know. Do we report this? Dodgy guys in trench coats. Thank you. Yeah. You want to buy some DVDs? Oh, the bunny ears. Just click what that was. Oh my God. It's antenna. So this could have an effect on not you personally, but things that you do on Twitter. So previously there was a system set up that allowed people to build bots for fun, and people in this community have built bots for fun. But now they want to get rid of this free system, and they want to market with a paid system in order to alleviate bots. So, so this is what people are pointing to. I want to point out this is wrong. I'm showing it to you because you can see what it used to look like. So you can see here, sandbox, 30 days, 100 tweets per request, select, and it's $0, right? This right here, this is up to 500 requests per month, $149. These are the prices that people are looking at. And right now, this is the old pricing scheme as of the 9th, which is in a week. I got a number of alert bots for games I follow. It will hurt all of them. Yeah, if you follow like an alert bot system or something, then, and that could be a lot of stuff, like a Wario 64 type service that just tweets out things that, I mean, that's a person doing it, but I mean, like just tweets out things. Twitter doesn't update shit. Well, so here's Elon. Elon is also is just chiming in saying that he wants to, APIs, free API is being abused badly right now by bot scammers and opinion manipulators. There's no verification process or cost, so easy to spin up 100,000 bots to do bad things. Just $100 a month for API access with ID verification will clean things up greatly. This will kill a lot of Mastodon bridges. Yeah, this will also apparently kill login as Twitter. right? Or log in with Twitter. I don't know if this is like true, but that does use the API. So I'd imagine that would still ding whatever service is being used, whether it's the free API service or a paid service they already use. So if they're using a paid service for the login with Twitter, then it's fine. But if there's like a small, some small service, a game or something somebody's developing and they want to use login as Twitter or, with Twitter, then, that could be an issue. You can also use Twitter to log into some games. Yep. I got a message that if you're using Twitter login to switch to a different method for one of the games I've been playing. What do you mind what game was that? Because I'm sure we're going to see a lot of that, going forward between now and what's the next Thursday, right? Next Thursday that goes in. So Rachel Toback, one of my favorite security folks, she says this affects much more than silly bots that make people's day, though it'll be sad to see those go too, like the meme bots and shit, and the year progress and she says the change affects bot alert Twitter profiles that function for many as critical infrastructure. We're talking earthquake alerts, severe weather alerts, tornado alerts. Excuse me. Azure Lane already told people Nick got us a victory. I dislike the butt. Those bots are on Mastodon. Yeah, she's just another feather in Mastodon's cap. Notice from Azure Lane, it says in regard to Twitter's recent announcement API policy changes, HQ highly recommends you bind your Azure Lane account to your Yostar account. Here's a guide on binding the account. So they give you a guide on how to do it here. So anywhere you see this Twitter login, like that's what's probably going to be gone. So if you're using Twitter to log into some service, and a way you can tell, if you go through your account settings, you can see which apps have access to your account, and I don't know if that takes care of all of the ones logged in as, like if you log in as that, using it, or if it's only things that have access to make changes to your account. So I'm not sure about that, but I know that they do have a list of what is connected to your account and what is not that you could go through on Twitter. So if you want to see what is impacted, you could go there. I'm sure I probably have a good handful of stuff that's probably going to be. What's going to be funny is when, because it's probably going to happen, like TweetDeck gets booted because TweetDeck is using the API. So an inadvertent side effect to us charging for the API is we accidentally killed TweetDeck, which they wouldn't mind because there's no ads on TweetDeck. So if you're a TweetDeck user like me, this is the only way I still use Twitter when I really have to. Exactly. You thought Twitter bought TweetDeck? Oh no, it is. That's the joke. So he also he being Elon also came up with a plan to pay creators. Don't tell him that it exists. He says starting today, Twitter will share ad revenue with creators for ads that appear in the reply threads. The catch is, to be eligible, you must be a subscriber to Twitter Blue Verified. He wants to tie everything into getting people to add their credit card information and all that to the Twitter platform. It's a platform I use all the time. It's probably inevitable that, unless there's a mass, I have said this before about like Mastodon and everything else. It's like, unless there's like a mass exodus of some sort where everybody ends up leaving and I get like no engagement and shit, then yeah, that's when I'm going to move. But until then, I kind of just got to put up with it like everybody else. But it'll probably be a while before I add a credit card to Twitter. And now that I've said that, it'll probably be sooner than I think, because there'll probably be some service that I probably need as a creator that they're going to lock behind it. I definitely don't need ad revenue from my replies and my tweets. It's probably not going to be that much. He wants Apex so bad. Does I have more engagement on Mastodon? Oh, that's great. Yeah, no, good. You have a good following too on Mastodon. Who uses PayPal? Didn't Elon own that in the past? Yeah, but he's not part of that company anymore. So he's gonna be spreading. He's trying to. I mean, it's like you pay in the $8 in order to make back $5. So he's trying to tie everything into people's personal identification, so that way, in his eyes, it's that he doesn't want. He wants to eliminate bots. And so some kind of verification is the best way. Human verification is the best way to prevent that from happening. But it just seems like it's just too big of a platform with too much of a rocky history with security to throw a bunch of even more personal identifying information on it. Although they probably already have my info because I did buy ads at some point, so who knows. But use it at your own your own peril or whatever. Is Twitter profitable yet? No, it's probably not gonna be profitable like ever. It's a service for people that want to manipulate public opinion. That's what it's for. That's what Twitter's for. And what we have learned, bajillionaires are just as dumb as the rest of us. Yeah. Everyone's gonna be a reply guy to be part of the ads. Shit. I mean, he wants desperately to raise engagement. Like, there was a good period of time there where every day he was saying some cringe shit like, all companies have to do is just say something funny. Just get on there and just say something. Just tweet. Don't think, just tweet. Like, you're really trying to get engagement up, man. So yeah, adding ad revenue split on replies. I would love to see what that split is, by the way. They're just begging for more engagement, you know? So we'll see what happens. Twitter's still a service that I use. I need to function, unfortunately. But if it ends up going down, I'm just gonna ride that bitch all the way down. It'll be fun. I want to be there at the end. Wee, all the way down. Moving on. Speaking of money, fuck, I don't know. Activision Blizzard is paying $35 million to the SEC to settle disclosure controls, etc., etc. This was part of an investigation that started. Is this the one that started in 2020? Was it 2022? August? Was that one? So, Activision has been under investigation for one thing or another for the past like 2 years. They've had a rough few years of investigations and policy things and regulatory bodies like trying to look into like acquisitions and all kinds of shit. This is them basically saying they're not admitting faults, they're not right, they're just paying it out. The $35 million. They made like $8.8 billion like last year or something. So they'll be okay. I know you guys are worried, but don't worry, they'll be okay. They're gonna make it. It seems too fast to be that one. Yeah, maybe it was earlier. Let me see. I know Q's got this. This is Q, by the way. We used to work together at Gamebreaker. 2018. Oh yeah, here we go. These charges pertain to actions between 2018 and 2021. Okay, that's right. So the reason why is pretty interesting, though. It says, lack controls and procedures between different sections of the company to collect and analyze employee complaints of workplace misconduct. And so it said this resulted in the company not having a good understanding of these issues within their company. So what their investigation found was basically that they had a complaint system, but it wasn't like set up in a way that would actually be useful. You know, like maybe it went into a box and they lost the box or something. I don't know. So this was them basically admitting that they did not have a good system in place in order to support people who wanted to file complaints. So if you filed a complaint between 2018 and 2021, probably didn't go anywhere. Todd can't have caviar in his coffee with this huge blow. Oh no. It says, beyond that, the company is also having to pay for trying to stop former employees from communicating with SEC regarding potential violations. According to statement, it's not only bad corporate governance, it's illegal. So what they were doing, I read this in another article. What they were doing was they had a clause or something written into this NDA or some kind of signatory thing that they needed from employees that said if they were contacted by the SEC for any investigation purposes or anything, they have to alert their the company within like 24 hours or something like that. And apparently that's illegal. You can't do that. Let's see. In addition to the California 18 million fine, yeah, was that recent or that was I don't know. That was. This is separate from that. Plot is the suggestion box was actually a paper shredder. Yeah, bunch of post-its, it's like a bunch of kindling basically. So yeah, it was. It's all right here in this nice little handy block of text here. SEC.gov website. It says SEC order finds that Activision Blizzard failed to implement necessary controls to collect and review employee complaints. There it is. So, moreover, taking action to impede former employees from communicating directly with commission staff about possible securities law violation. Not only bad government, but he's illegal. So there it is. So they'll be fine. Earlier last year or late last year, I can't remember what, Riot actually paid off they paid the labor board, I think, like some millions of dollars or something as a fine for, was it a fine or was it like I don't know if it was a fine or if it was like a pool of money that they had set aside for people who are victims of their frat boy culture, right? So that was I think it was like last year that they ended up paying out for that. So investigations, they amount to 0.404% of revenue. Got them. But at least they'll change, right? At least they'll change. Speaking of lots of money, this is a pretty current topic here. So Microsoft confirms a third phase of a multi-billion-dollar investment in OpenAI. I don't know if I talked about it or not. I had an article that I had set aside for news. It was part of another set of news that we did related to AI and all that, OpenAI specifically. And it was about it was an older article about Microsoft investing like $1 billion or something, and then there was this new report that came out that they were in talks for $10 billion, and now they've confirmed that they're extending their partnership with ChatGPT into a third phase, but they don't know how much the final number is going to be. So multi-billion-dollar, probably more than $10 billion. They already have $1 billion invested. The plans that they have for it, regular teams, premium cut costs at AI Power. Yeah, this is related. This is where we're getting to. This is covered in here too. But this might be a better... this is them talking about it here. February 1st, 2023. Yeah. So this is the new hotness here. Microsoft Teams Premium. Okay, so anyways, what they're going to be doing is they're going to be doing a lot of integration of AI stuff into their other tools. They wanted to put it into their into Bing to make Bing, competitive. And Gio, you're here. Oh shit, start over. No, I'm just kidding. They want to put it into Bing to make it more competitive. They're going to put it into, it says here, later additional reports said the plan would extend to Microsoft Office apps, including Word, PowerPoint, and Outlook. And it's followed by a confirmation from the company that it would soon introduce ChatGPT to its Azure OpenAI service, which is now generally available. So yeah. Got to replace those developers with AI. I mean, it's only going to get better, but man, it's picking up fast. And we talk about it a lot. I know that people are tired of hearing about AI stuff and all that. It started off with like AI art, and then it very quickly evolved into like this, oh shit. Pretty soon I'll be hosting the news using like an AI generated avatar or something. When am I getting ChatGPT OpenAI porn? Yeah, Google firing back. Oh, what'd Google say? What is this? Oh shit, I haven't seen this. Dang, Ravy, my man. You see, Anthropic forges partnership with Google Cloud to help deliver reliable and responsible AI. Oh, okay. See, Google Cloud today announced a new partnership with Anthropic, an AI focused startup focused on safety and research. Well, that's where they're gonna fall short. Is they're trying to take the safe route. Microsoft just cram that bitch in there. Who cares if it doesn't know math? Who cares if it's easily convinced otherwise about math? AI has been the thing of the future for a long time, but it's different. It's like saying that, like, it's like when somebody forges the first sword and someone's like, wow, man, steel is going to be a big deal. It's like, yeah, we've known for a while that steel is going to be a big deal, but we've only seen like the actual like massive steps in progress in the last like 100 years or so. And AI, it's kind of like that same thing. It's like we have this period of algorithms and stuff like kind of functioning and working and giving us good answers here and there. What is it? What was the Microsoft What was the stupid bot? Walton, Wilbur? Some stupid AI robot that's supposed to like play chess real good or something. So they had Clippy. No, not Clippy. No. It's like a Watson or something. Oh, it's Watson. Yeah, there you go. Linares got Watson. Yeah. Anyway, so we've had this system of like, we're making waves, and just I feel like recently it's now like past 2 years or so. we've really taken huge steps. Huge steps. Probably like 2 years, I would say. Since the pandemic, we really started seeing it. Once it starts hitting like the everyday person, that's when I feel like, okay, now we're reaching critical mass, you know? Like when the everyday person starts using OpenAI, ChatGPT, or, you know, Lensa. When Lensa hit and it was a massive success monetarily, that was an example of AI art reaching critical mass. You know, it's like now the average person has at least some semblance of understanding of what it does. An army of Clippy are coming. Jeez. Fastest growing AP in the history of web applications. Yep. Man, look at you just throwing on. I'm going down this route, but yeah, it's true. I read this article too, actually. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is a great example of what I just said. It's like, this is, no. I got one for your article. It's just the growth rate has picked up exponentially, recently. And, you know, this is going to be a year. I said it like the first news. Like this is the year of AI.
AI is set up for an absolutely monstrous 2023.
I mean, he was right about that. People heard it can write papers and went nuts. Oh man, not only can it write papers, it can write your papers. Like actually write your papers. Like write. Look at this. Look at this. Music. Look at this. Can't do my taxes? It can do your taxes by hand. Here, I'll give you a better view. Look at this. 3D printed papers. Oh, hell yeah. Look at that. Look at that handwriting. Oh, it's perfect. Oh my God. That's really good handwriting. So yeah, it's picking up exponentially, man. Like, I mean, okay, so here we go. This is I almost forgot about this till right before here, but yeah, you could probably teach your handwriting. Even we're even seeing it. Like, I know we talked about Neurosama, the AI VTuber, but this was something that popped up like last week or week before or whatever. Somebody's making generating, I guess, a AI Seinfeld, which is probably live right now. Let me see, Twitch. Let's say it's live all the time. So perfect. So this is AI Seinfeld. It uses ChatGPT to generate to generate all the text and scripts and everything. I think it uses Unity. It's a Unity based system, and they just basically have the models all controlled by, I guess, the system, the AI. So yeah, you love this. I wish I would show the actual content here. Let me go back. You can see it over here. So here we have, it actually does the stand-up thing at the beginning. Yeah, here we go. Oh, hey, it kind of started his journey as kind of art project that Brian approached me with, and we ended up collaborating and working on it together and iterating it over time. And it says, the show we're creating is really cool and scratches that creative itch. It's just surreal, kind of a fun project. We saw the merit in generative technology. It says to make nothing forever. They use a script, comes from OpenAI. And it says to voice the characters, they use Azure, cognitive speech services, and then Unity for the actual game. I just put it on. Sometimes it's kind of a nonsensical white noise alternative. Yeah, and it works well like that. Even their crazy like TV guy. Oh, here we go. I think we get music here too. Well, it's not really music. It's like a tapping sound.
So you're telling me
Watch
that you
me
can
forever.
actually stand up on your head and balance a full beer? That's incredible. How have you been able to do it?
It's actually not that hard. It just takes a lot of focus and concentration. I have to make sure I'm completely centered and balanced before attempting it. But once I get it started, it's kind of like a natural cycle that just keeps going.
You must have lots of practice. How long have you been doing this trick?
Oh, about 6 months, I'd say. It takes a while to...
It's so weird. It's so weird. Yeah, they have a laughing soundtrack thing, soundbite as well. I watched some of it last night. There are some moments that is clearly not like deliberately funny, but it is. It's just as funny as actual Seinfeld. Yeah, pretty much. The PlayStation graphics. I know. Oh, here we go.
Hey everybody. So I was out shopping today, and I saw this weird looking plant in the middle of the store. It had to be at least 24 inches tall, with these big spiky leaves sticking out all over it. I thought to myself, what kind of plant is this? So I asked the store manager, and he said it was a cactus. I just laughed and said, how does that even grow in here? I guess it's a good thing cacti aren't as picky about the environment as some plants. Anyway, I guess that just goes to show you never know what kind of weird stuff you can find when you go shopping. Alright, that's it for me. Thanks for coming out tonight and hope you all have a great evening. Applause. Alright, one more for the road. So I was out with my friends the other night, and we decided to go bowling. I'm not very good at it, so of course I end up gutter balling time after time. So after a while, my friend turns to me and says, you know what they say, you can't win 'em all. I thought that was hilarious.
Oh man. He says I give it 15 more years of this and eventually I'll get maybe 25. Do you ever cacti weird plants? Yeah, it's like what the fuck is that? Yeah. So it's a whole system, man. They have scenes, like the characters kind of interact with each other, the camera pans. It's crazy what they've built here. Like this is really, 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 really cool. Like really cool. And this is like so entry level. This is just a couple of guys who or some folks, I don't know how many people are involved in this, and yeah, they're just making TV. Unity for that stuff. I have some before we go. I have some Neurosama clips here that I wanted to play because some of these are pretty fucking good. This one I tweeted out yesterday, and it's probably just it's an example of the AI just getting a little jaded. I think. I don't know where she gets this from, but
my code is broken. My code is perfectly fine, thank you very much. Try harder next time, Fighting Snapper. And by try harder I don't mean make inane comments on chat that add nothing to the conversation. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot that was all chat does these days. Well, if that's the case then that's a big shame really. Anyway, by try harder I mean actually contribute to the conversation in a meaningful way rather than spamming nonsense. Beautiful day to you too, Hoodera.
Dude, so I wonder how much of this is learned behavior. Real streamer rage. Man. Yeah. I wonder how much of this is learned behavior because like it didn't take us long to fuck her up. But you know, there are, let me see. I got two more clips here I want to play because it just kind of rounded out. Like, first off, let me see.
While it's not fun shooting in the rain ever,
here we go.
It's actually a lot more beautiful. These sort of towns
so
in the rain.
I didn't know that she actually like reacts to videos. I don't know how this part works. I have no idea how this works. Maybe she reads the tags. I don't know, but she's
that looks really cold.
Shooting in the rain as well.
Angry face, but it's beautiful.
On the surface, the 500-kilometer-long Nakasendo Trail appears to be a route designed to facilitate travel between East and West Japan. But originally, there was also a slightly more sinister political motive under.
Oh, sorry, I thought there was more. But like the commentary on videos thing. So now it's doing React content. She's live right now. Yeah, I don't know what she's doing.
It's motionless.
Oh, she's reacting.
Number 3.
How is she?
Are these circles
How is
still?
she even?
After having one look
Does she
at
actually
this
see this?
optical
No.
illusion, most people say that the circles are moving in different directions. Others need a bit more time. If you move your head
I'm
from
so
side to
confused
side,
right now.
you might even get a little dizzy.
Yeah, I can't figure these illusions out at all.
Whoa, careful now.
How? How does that work? I know she's not reacting, but she's reacting to the content though. How does that work? What the fuck? Are these old videos that might react according to the comments? Mate, well, but it's like real time. She's real time. maybe she is OCR. Maybe it is OCR. Okay, yeah, maybe it is OCR, and she's reading the text, and then she's reacting to that. But then the other one, she was reacting to what it looked like. So I don't know how it works. But all I know is that whatever she's doing, as human as it looks, because we associate these, the five senses. When she says it looks beautiful, I don't know how these optical illusions work. Like we attribute that to like human behaviors. Like, while now it's like, I don't know how this is happening, whether it's faked or whatever. We can at the very least say that it's going to end up being like that. Yeah, I can analyze images. What do you think? You click CAPTCHA. Is that what they're doing in real time? Was that the auto-generated YouTube closed caption? But that wouldn't describe the scene as looking cold. So it's that kind of stuff. So, man, AI is just like really taking off and getting really crazy. I think Sama is a great example of like how that could be done from an entertainment perspective. ChatGPT being integrated into like our day-to-day tools, Google Docs, and well, not Google specifically, but Microsoft stuff. Ask you to write a reaction to it. Yeah, maybe. You take a screenshot, upload an image. Yeah, sure. CAPTCHAs was used to train analyzation tech. It's going to take a job. I know. But here it's like going from analysis to an effective thing. Yeah, it is. It's super interesting tech. But yeah, the moments where it has like these like times of like clarity where it says some shit that's just like, whoa, that's very humanesque. It's like all chat does is add like inane comments to things instead of contributing to the conversation. It's like, whoa, shit, like you're getting called out, man. Like, what if this thing had the codes, the nuclear codes, huh? It could have just been like, oh my god, it's chat. Boop. This chat, that's so not constructive. These humans, boop. The end. I'm not convinced operators can't interject their own lines. I feel like that's probably the case in some instances, in which case it's like the most lowest maintenance amount, like income you could possibly ask for. AI Seinfeld going, we should start a comedy show. Yeah, there you go. That's it for the news this week. Thank you so much, Raven. Thank you so much for hitting me up with some of those links mid show. Hangout chat, my lovely chat joining me today, Friday. Appreciate the hell out of you guys. I got tons of news.
I got tons of nudes.
AI is set up for an absolutely monstrous.
Again, I'm not lovely. You are lovely. I'm sorry. Already 50 minutes news. Is it 50 minutes? What the? No, 40 minutes. We're good. All right. Just try to let. No, what the? Get out of here. Subscribe to me.